Hi, Matt with eTrailer, and today we're going to be talking about Titan chains, assisted tensioning tire chains on our 2023 Cadillac XT5. This is going to be on our front axle, as what the manual recommends, and our tire size is going to be 235, 65, R18. So let's take a closer look at them. This is going to be a great set of chains for you if you're looking for something to get you through moderate snow and light ice conditions. And if you're looking for something that's going to be pretty easy to put on, you don't want to get underneath your car, then this is going to help you out a lot. We're going to have these square link chains on here, and that's going to provide that bite through your ice and snow. And they're going to be constructed from a nickel alloy, so they're going to be very durable and rust resistant. And if you notice, they're pretty small too, so they're going to be Class S chains. So what that means is they're going to provide plenty of clearance for your suspension back here. And along with that, we're going to have this diamond pattern. And that diamond pattern is going to assist with giving you more traction when you're making those turns and giving you more of a smooth ride. In the center, we're going to have these yellow coated chains. And what that's going to help do is, if they do make contact with your rim at any point, they're going to be less likely to scratch it up. And then at the bottom, you'll notice we have this system in place, and that's going to be your assisted tensioning system. And how that's going to work is this gray chain is going to run through here, connect through these eyelets, providing pressure, and it's going to have this rubber piece next to this hook, which is going to stretch and give you that extra tensioning that you need. If you're looking for something that's going to get you through that moderate snow and light ice conditions, and something that's really easy to install, where you don't have to get on the ground underneath your car, then this is going to be a great option for you. But if you need a hand with the install, just stay tuned and we'll show you how to do it. To start off the installation, I recommend grabbing some gloves and laying out your chains. And when you are doing this for the first time, I recommend doing it at home because you don't want to have to figure this out on the side of the road in the middle of a blizzard. But when you are checking over your chains, we want to make sure there's no damages to our links and nothing's twisted up. And when that looks good, we're going to make sure this is in the right orientation, making sure that this cord on the back is closest to our tire, and these yellow links are furthest away from our tire. We also like to make sure that this is separated at the center. We don't want this connected quite yet. And the last thing is making sure that these hooks are facing down towards the ground, because we don't want this making contact with our tire. We're just going to grab our chains, divide them to each side, and push it behind our tire. And when this is looking like this and everything's making it across, then we can make sure everything's sitting just right. And when everything's looking good, you're just going to grab either side from the back. We're going to have this metal block on one side and this channel on the other side. And we're going to make that connection on the back of our tire. It's going to look like this. And once this connection's made, maintain control of your chains and drape them over the rest of your tire. At this point, we're going to connect our yellow link with our green hook, just like this, and making sure everything's sitting well. We don't want it to make contact with our rim, so we want to make sure it's a little bit higher than that. And when that looks good, we're going to grab this gray chain at the bottom with this rubber hook and run it through this red channel. We're going to tighten it down. And once that's pretty tight, we're going to put it through one of these red eyelets. We're going to tighten it down from there, and then repeat that on this next one. And once that's tight, we're going to go from the furthest point we can go, making sure that middle hook is facing away from your tire, and hook it on. And now I like to make sure my chains are pretty tight just by pulling on it some. And if it is, just repeat that same process on the other side. And with both chains on, just make sure you pull forward or back up some and check your chains to make sure everything's looking good. And if they are, then you could take it for a ride. But if you liked everything you saw today, that's just a look at our Titan Chains tire chains on our 2023 Cadillac XT5.